Well, hello, welcome to I Love Gay today. We're having some fun today, and we are with, if you've been living under a rock, then that's the only way you had not seen Chris Stanley on TikTok. How are you, Chris?
I'm great. How are you?
Very good. It's so good to see you here. I feel like I know you already. And but but what I especially love is that I don't even remember the first time that I've ever seen one of your first interviews where you just sort of like, you're on the street, you just, it's kind of like this, you're channeling Billy Eichner, but you made it different and fun. And you just walk up to people, asking, "Are you gay?" And you get some fantastic responses from these folks.
Yeah, it's definitely nerve-wracking sometimes, but I love when people are nice.
And
To me,
impromptu, I'm
it
sure.
makes it a lot easier.
Exactly. Well, I'm sure it's even fun, nice, or they come up with something a little more clever than just a
Hmm.
simple one answer like yeah. So, but you've gotten
Hmm.
some really good stuff out of these folks.
Yeah, for sure.
But the idea of all that stuff. How did you get started with all that? What was kind of the yeah? What was the idea that brought you to all that?
So I know you said Billy Eichner, but I had never really seen his videos. Now that I have seen him, like it kind of makes sense that he might have, but I would just see other people on TikTok with like their phone as a mic, just asking random questions. And I was like, I've never seen anyone do it in like the gay niche. So I wanted to try it. I tried it and then it like went viral. So I kept doing it.
Well, it seems to work. But I
Yeah.
but I think there's something more that comes out also because you bring your boyfriend along on a lot of, not so much necessarily those interviews, but just in your videos that you create. And
Hmm.
he's older. He's kind of a bear. He's a manly man, and but that's very unique. But I think that's also part of the appeal that folks have. It's just because you make it. It just seems so real. It seems so. You make folks believe that it's that they have an opportunity or hope if they actually met someone like you and they thought you were cute out in the real world, that they don't have to necessarily feel like they're going to be rejected. And I think you kind of bridge that gap between for a lot of folks that are just kind of wondering about that.
Yeah, you never know until you shoot your shot. I mean, that's what I did. That's what I thought. And here I am.
And it worked. But I didn't realize until I was reading a little bit more, but he's from Survivor, that you saw him on TV before you ever met him.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. And how
I
did yeah, how did you find him?
just binging Survivor during quarantine and was rooting for him, thought he was handsome. I did think he was straight on
Yeah.
that until he came out on the show and I already knew he was from Boston and I was in New Hampshire, so I was like, "Oh, he lives close to me. I'm just gonna shoot my shot." So I just slid into his DMs on Instagram, and here we
Yeah.
are.
Yeah. I love hearing that. But like I said, it just you really, I think I don't even want to say strikes a nerve, but I just think especially you put yourself out there, and I think people can relate to you and relate to him and feel like, for lack of a better word, that could be me.
Hmm.
Yeah. But it's funny, do you when you compared to some of the stuff you did when you were at the very beginning, do you cringe when you sometimes see some of the original videos that you did?
Yes, I definitely cringe from some of my old videos. I feel like anyone who does social media probably feels that way. Maybe in like 3 years, I'll be cringing at stuff I do now. I mean, probably not as likely, but some
Yeah.
things, yeah, for sure.
But some of the things you've asked, even here beyond just are you gay, I love the bears or twinks. And you get some fantastic feedback on those.
Yeah, that's a popular one.
Yeah.
I feel like people always expect twinks to win, kind of, but
Yeah. Yeah.
there's a lot of times when bears prevails, which makes me happy.
Yeah.
So,
Or cuddling or hookups.
oh yeah, that's a fun one.
But when you were just in PTown, right, this past summer, and
Yep.
you kind of brought all that together. But I love it that I don't know if that was the overall plan, but I mean I noticed that you kind of took a lot of type of content, but created something like a longer form video out of all that.
Hmm. Yeah, P-Town is one of my favorite places. I love going there. It's just so iconic
Yeah.
and just great content because everyone's usually pretty nice. There's always people walking around in the street. Everyone's gay or gay friendly, of course.
Yep. Yep.
Uh, Yeah.
Were you there during Bear Week or something?
Hmm.
Okay, perfect.
Yep.
But but no, you guys you went with a group though, right? And so you didn't just do these interviews, you kind of captured a bunch of content and created and so I don't know if it's a travel video or it was more just kind of like a LGBT life and events, but it seemed like a kind of a really nice product that you were kind of putting together that was longer form.
Hmm. Yeah, I went during Bear Week, and then I also went 2 or 3 other weeks, just like with my friends, and we just did a vlog down there, just
Yeah.
experiencing Provincetown because it's just such a great gay place. I wish I knew about it sooner, honestly. Like I was always thinking, like if in high school after I came out, having like known about it, I would have loved to go there because it just would have been like made me feel so much better.
Yeah.
So
But I noticed that, that between that and then some of the other content, you're also getting more into travel vlogs. Have you done others that are kind of more like almost like in some ways a different version of a travel related video?
yeah, I did a whole series with my boyfriend last year when we went on vacation to a whole bunch of different gay places and just like San Diego, some other random stuff. I actually am editing one right now where it was like 2 weeks ago. We took a sleeper train across the country and it was very interesting. So I'm really excited for people to see that.
When does that come out?
That should be out within the next week or two.
Okay. But you do all your own video editing and everything yourself, right?
Majority of it, yes. I have been
Yeah.
sort of trying to look for an editor, but I always feel like they don't do it in the exact way that I want it. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I hear you. I just think it's amazing. And so that's what and especially it's not just, we talk TikTok, but you're pretty well spread out in terms, especially when TikTok likes to ban you every once in a while or ban some of your content.
I just got unbanned. Yeah, they literally banned me for no reason at all.
Yeah.
It has to be homophobia. I don't know what else it could be. It's
I think
just crazy.
we all deal with these things, just all of it because all these companies are so big and there's nobody you can really go to and get these things
Hmm.
fixed. It just depends on whoever is in whatever country and they just decide to flip a switch and say, no, computer says no.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you just did an event also though with that was very interested in because it was at Stonewall Museum, but it was like a virtual event online. But how did that go? Was that a success for you?
Yeah, it was really fun. And now I'm really glad because I get to be part of their archives forever. So I feel
Yeah,
like I'm like immortalized in the Stonewall archive now. And it's
yeah, yeah.
just pretty sick.
Did they have like scripted questions or did they have other folks just kind of bringing questions in over to you?
Yeah, he had a whole bunch of questions about just everything. It's like an hour-long interview. It should be up on YouTube sometime soon if
Yeah.
anyone wants to watch.
No, if we find that, we'll make sure to put a link to that when we post this video as well. But as it's kind of the end of the year and as we enter 2024, any hopes and dreams and goals for next year with all this?
Hmm. It would be nice to, I mean, hit 1 million followers on something. I'm the closest on TikTok, even though I have like over 1 million on like combined. I feel like
Yeah,
people just take you a little more seriously if you just have 1 million on something. But
yeah,
other than that, maybe making my own some type of produced show, whether it's like a little reality show where I fly people out to a house, or maybe an actual show, maybe just being in an actual show that's not mine,
yeah,
maybe red carpet interviews, whole bunch of opportunities,
yeah,
you know.
yeah. I look forward to seeing where you all go with this. So, but no, mostly I'll have to pay closer attention. So the next time I know you're going to be in New York or PTown, I live near New York, so I'll have to make sure I stumble on by so that I could accidentally be in one of your videos.
That would be fun. I'm going there on Sunday.
On to New York.
Yeah, just for like 2 days, but
Yeah, no, I just got back. I just got back from there a few days ago. So no, I live like 2 hours outside the city now. But I'm actually going to Boston right after Thanksgiving.
oh,
Yeah, I know.
Well, maybe I'll see you in Boston then.
Look, I'm becoming a perfect stalker. I love it. But I think this is great. And I do look forward to connecting in the real world someday. And but I'm really glad you're able to take a few moments of your time and kind of share a bit of your story with our audience here.
Yeah, me too.
Thanks. Well, thanks again, and we'll see you soon.
And it feels good, so good.